Thank you. I hadn't laughed like that in a long time.
Okay, so what do you think is a bigger commitment, marriage or a baby?
Marriage, because a baby you could just leave.
Would you leave?
Try not to look at the comment section too much, because some of these people just have no brain cells and just say anything and everything that they want to say. But I just want to touch on a little topic of some of the comments, oh, you're gonna be a single mom.
I don't mean to come across as insensitive, but when I see videos of non-black women with mixed race children talking about how they didn't know they're going to become a single mother, I just look left and right. I'm like, what do you mean you didn't know? If you want to become a single mother, here's the formula.
I had my first child at 21. And then I had my second. I got pregnant at 22.
Back to back.
You're tired. Let me guess, your baby daddy is a black dude and he leaves you as soon as he finds out you was pregnant.
That's crazy, because most of the single moms I know, their baby daddy is white.
I've explained so many times how I became a single mom from a white man.
Once you go black, you become a single mother. So you're telling me that there's no white men out here that are deadbeats?
Quite a few times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
Are you black or white?
White.
You're white?
Yeah.
Pretty sure neither one of my children are black. Sorry.
Someone commented on one of my TikToks earlier and said that she saw a video of somebody who was a single mom saying that white men didn't want to be with her because she had a mixed baby. And she was like, watch out, because you're ruining your chances of finding a man. Why the fuck would I want a white man? First off, I don't. Never have. Next. And they deleted the comment, so I can't even fucking pin it.
That's funny. So once you go black, you become a single mom. So explain to me why my mom was a single mom and her baby father wasn't black.
It is what it is. I didn't want to be stuck with that guy for 18 years. It seemed like a lot of work.
He gonna take off anyway. was he black?
No.
Oh, okay. So you know what they say, once you go black,
You're gonna come right back.
no, you become a single mother.
Is that true?
No. So they always say you gonna be a single mom, bro, because you with a dude like me. I mean, I made you thicker. I mean, I got you a new truck. I made you darker. Yeah, say that, yeah. All in all, she winning out here, cuz. You know what I'm saying? She winning out here, cuz.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Unfiltered for His Stories. Have you noticed something online? Whenever a white woman posts her relationship with a black man, there is almost someone in the comments saying something like, enjoy being a single mom. He's going to leave you with his black baby. Good luck raising that baby alone. It's really a harsh assumption that sparks thousands of arguments. But where exactly does this stereotype come from? Is it based on reality? Or is it rooted in prejudice, selective stories, and the internet culture? Those are some of the questions that people ask or keep on asking. Why do people think that when you date a black man, you automatically become a single mom? So we are going to watch some clips related to this so that we can maybe understand why this stereotype is there. And then we shall also give our views in the comments. And without wasting much time, let's jump into this.
I had my first child at 21. And then I had my second. I got pregnant at 22.
Back to back. Okay.
I had my second at 23.
What's going on with the dad? What was this guy? Was he a black man?
Yeah.
God damn it. I know he was there. I know he ain't leaving. Was he there?
He was there, but he didn't need to be. He was useless.
God damn it. Deadbeat black, was it?
Yeah. He was trying to stick with the stereotype.
He stereotyped the situation. You motherfucker. What, boy? Why you do that, man? Fucking up the goddamn. We try to fix it.
Once you go black, you become a single mother. So you're telling me that there's no white men out here that are deadbeats? So you're telling me only black men make women single mothers? Do you know how freaking ignorant you sound? And do you know that I'm with a black man? Once again, they're not black, they're brown. Who has literally gave me the best life ever. Not that it's in any of your business, but he started at a job making $18 an hour, and now he makes $29 an hour, brings home plenty of money a week, and has gotten promotion after promotion after promotion, and has worked his ass off from the bottom to the top. And he ain't done yet. And he has never put his hands on me. And he is an amazing father. And I am far from a single mother, sir. So no. When are we gonna stop this? It's sick.
Okay, so what do you think is a bigger commitment, marriage or a baby?
Marriage, because a baby you could just leave.
Would you leave?
Yeah, builds character development. They can be in the NBA when they grow up. Single moms do better statistically.
I mean, I would say marriage because of all the like papers and shit, and they can take everything. But that child, at the end of the day, you have another human that you have to take care of for the rest of his life, unless you're gonna be a deadbeat, and that is not good. That is not something you want to be. So I'll take the baby over marriage, ain't gonna lie.
What if y'all already have a baby together? Do you think that's a bigger commitment than marriage?
Yeah, nah. Because, like, you can still walk out when they got a baby. Marriage is really when you got locked in.
If there's a baby involved, do you think that it should be sped up, that you should get married quicker?
Not necessarily. Marriage is serious. So
What about a baby?
you know what I'm saying? You can take care of a baby. Because I'm a Christian, I feel like you should try to get married and start a family together. But I'm saying I wouldn't suggest you do it because you do have a baby. You can still take care of the baby and work together and not be married. Because once you get married, that's serious. It's a spiritual thing. It's something that we have to take serious. You just can't jump into it just because you have a child. Then you're divorced in 3 months.
Okay, so I don't mean to come across as insensitive, but when I see videos of non-black women with mixed race children talking about like how they didn't know they're going to become a single mother, I just look left and right. I'm like, what do you mean you didn't know? If you want to become a single mother, here's the formula. Be a non-black woman. Be in a relationship with a black man. Get pregnant without being married. You will become a single mother 90% of the chance. Like, what do you mean you did? Like, it is the most predictable situation ever. There's a whole stereotype about it for a reason. Like, this is not like a unique trend to any country. This happens in almost every, like, go to any country in this world. You're going to find a half black child with a non-black woman with no dad because the dad leaves. You can find this shit in Japan, in China, in Latvia, in Poland, in Sweden, in America, in Africa. Every continent and every country on this world has the exact same trend. And I just don't understand people who think they're going to be the exception to this very much overarching rule. And like from a completely logical perspective, having a child literally breaks marriages apart. Why do you think it's not going to break your relationship apart? Did you want to become a single mother? Obviously, there's no shame in wanting to become if you want to, solo parent, if that's like your overarching destiny and goal. But like, if you didn't want that, why did you have a child with a black man that you're not married to? I honestly think it comes from some kind of like racial superiority or some kind of like narcissism, because I think in the UK, nearly half of all black households are single parent households. Well, obviously the mother being the dominant parent. And I'm like, do you think that's all black women's fault? Clearly there's one common denominator here, and I just don't know why you think you're going to be the exception.
That's crazy because most of the single moms I know, their baby daddy is white. Their baby daddy is white. Most of the single moms I know, their baby daddy's white. Including my mom. Her baby daddy's white, obviously, because that's my father. My mom was a single mom. You know what? Who won't be a single mom? Me. Considering I've been with my man for 12 years and we have 3 beautiful children. You know who also wasn't a single mom? His mom. Crazy. He grew up in a 2-parent household with the most beautiful love there ever was. And guess what his father was? Guess what his father was? A black man. Isn't that funny? Isn't that crazy that you say this comment? Hey, you want to be a single mama? Go for it, girl. Go for what? The man who absolutely worships the fucking ground I walk on and provides me the best life ever? That man? I'll pick him again and again. However, for you, I bet your father walked out also. And maybe that's why you feel some type of way about black men, because your own daddy who's white walked out. Have the day you deserve.
You're tired. Let me guess, your baby daddy's a black dude and he leaves you as soon as he finds out you was pregnant. So, first of all, yes, as you can see, my child's father is black. And you just even sound ignorant even saying this. And no, he didn't leave me after I found out I was pregnant. Just because we did not work out doesn't mean that all black people have to be bashed. Like, you act like all black men are wrong. And you are literally what's wrong with society. Like, there is nothing wrong with your mother, the mother of your child, or the father of your child, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, to be a different race. Like, there is no need for your ignorant comments like this, for real. Because regardless of what race there is, like, look how beautiful my son is. Like,
try not to like look at the comment section too much, because some of these people just have no brain cells and just say anything and everything that they want to say. But I just want to touch on like a little topic of some of the comments, like, oh, you're gonna be a single mom because you date a black man. Like, being a single mom, there's like so many white women that are single moms and their white baby daddy went to get the fucking milk and never came back, okay? So let's just start there. You don't have to be a black man to not take care of your fucking kids, or be a black man to run away from your fucking kids. Not all black men don't take care of their kids or run away from their kids. There's a lot of black men that I see taking care of their kids a lot better than the white men do. So I'm not sure where it comes from that if you have kids with a black guy, you're gonna be a single, like, just because if you're a single mom doesn't mean that the dad is not around. Just because you didn't work out in a relationship as a couple to take care of your kids doesn't mean that your kids just don't have a dad and that you're a single mom. Just because you do it by yourself, like, you still split the time with the dad if you have an actual father figure, or a father that wants to be in the child's life. Like, that's up to you if you want to be a good dad. Like, the color of your skin is regardless of if you're a dad or not. It's if you're a good human or not. Like, you bleed blood just like I bleed blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of if you're white or black, like, why the fuck all of a sudden, like, black men all of a sudden are just always the ones who don't take care of their kids? I know a lot of bomb-ass black men that take care of their kids. So, yeah, what are your thoughts?
Well, hey, Jimmy. Hope that you get your 2 minutes of attention. You and so many other people in my comments spewing hate and racism, which, to be honest, I thought was dead, but y'all have really changed my mind on that. So let me give you and several other people on my comment section some little facts about myself. I am a single mom. I'm a single mom of 2 sons, but my children are white. What do you know? A white man walked out on his family for drugs. A white man, whoever would have thought? Second off, I've never been on welfare. I'm not on welfare now. I don't get EBT. Nothing wrong with that for people who need it. I'm not in any way downgrading or putting anyone down. I own my own home. I own my own business. I have my own car. I'm a great catch. Y'all just don't do it for me. And the people on there calling me a mud shark, well, that one's new to me. I've never been called that one before, but y'all really outdoing yourself. And I love that you're giving me so much attention. It makes me feel like a queen. Next, to the girl on there, or male, who said that she pities my future. I pity your future, sweetheart. I pity the hate that you have in your heart. And actually, I'm looking forward to possibly seeing your grandbabies in the future. Be careful when you throw shade. Y'all are pathetic. Like, I've never in 35 years of my life saw people be so ignorant and so hateful. But y'all keep spewing hate because I keep getting paid. So keep on hating on me.
I've explained so many times how I became a single mom from a white man. but we're going to explain it again. I'm going to mansplain it because it's a really easy story to follow. When I was 17, I got pregnant with my oldest, who is biracial. Her dad and I were not together because it was just a hookup. I then started to date my ex-husband. I was already pregnant before I even met him. I did not cheat on him. Over the next 18 years, we proceeded to have 5 children together. Now, this is the part that trips some people up. Our first 8 years were very rough. Altogether, it wasn't a healthy marriage, obviously, but we were very off and on. There were years where we were actually physically separated. During this period is when I started to really date black men and realize that, Stephanie, you probably have a preference for black men. Didn't think much into it, kind of what it was, but I also dated other races as well. So again, it's a preference, it's not an absolute. By the time we had split up 18 years later, my oldest was an adult and wasn't even part of the scenario and had nothing to do with it because biologically she was not my ex's. The reason we split up had literally nothing to do with her. He did and still does treat her like she is his own. Us splitting up also had nothing to do with my preference for black men. When I refer to myself as a single mom, I'm referring to the 3 minor children that we still have together. No one would refer to themselves as a single mother for adult children that no longer live at home. That's really weird. And while I am not saying that I was perfect and I didn't make any mistakes in the marriage, the reason our marriage ended was due to him. And to this day, he still says that as well. We have a great co-parenting relationship now. We're both with separate people and we're both very happy. I never said that our relationship failed because he's a white man. That is literally ridiculous. The only reason that his race even got brought into this is it was a response to people telling me that, or racists telling me that I'm going to be a single mom now that I'm dating a black guy. I just simply said, hey, I'm a single mom now due to a white guy. You just didn't like when I Uno reversed. The point was not to put my ex down because he's white and he knows all of my content and he literally was bothered zero because he understood that it wasn't about him being white, but me showing that it doesn't matter what race you are, any race of any man can make a single mom. Taking different clips of my videos and putting it together to fit some narrative for your own views doesn't make it true. As a creator, I understand, but it doesn't make it true. The fact of the matter is when it's a black man, it's the black man's fault. He made the mom a single mom, but when it's a white man, it's the woman's fault. Make it make sense.
What I can say is that this stereotype didn't appear just from nowhere because the idea that black men are less committed to relationships has existed for generations. And historically, black men have been portrayed through negative stereotypes in some media and popular culture. So these stereotypes have shaped the perceptions, even if they do not reflect the actual behavior of millions of black men. So just the perception from history that most of the black men are absentee fathers, but it doesn't mean that all black men are like that. So some people just have a bias against interracial relationships, dating, and marriages. Yeah, because there are people who actually do not just approve interracial relationships, and because of that biasness, because of their hate, or because of their negativity about interracial relationships, they end up giving such comments. So instead of openly saying that, maybe they predict a failure by telling a white woman she will end up a single mother. They may be expressing their disapproval in a way that sounds like a warning. Yeah, instead of talking it out loud like, I don't like interracial relationships, or you shouldn't be with a black man because I don't like that kind of relationship for you as a white woman, they will just give such negative comments in a way that does not show that they hate or they are against interracial relationship. Then also, some people, due to maybe a few failed interracial relationships between a white woman and a black man, and then also, of course, those who are racists, who do not want white women to mix with black men or to mix with black people, they can give such comments just to make this white woman to feel bad, or hence such negative comments or stereotypes about black men. But also sometimes it's because of experiences that some white women have had with black men. It's not an automatic thing that when you date or get into a relationship with a black man, you become a single mom. However, the bad picture is already out there. For generations, people have been saying that, and now it's just like a song. Some people have had friends whose black parents or black fathers are not there. Most people have been raised by single mothers, and when other people see that, they are like, you want to get involved with a black man? Just be ready to become a single mother. Don't you see many black women who are single mothers who are struggling to raise their kids? Why do you want to go in for a man who will just get you pregnant and disappear? So such things make some people to give such comments on these white women and other women who may not be black. However, no one can predict the future of a relationship based solely on the races of people involved. Some interracial couples will succeed while others will fail. So, assuming that a white woman dating a black man will automatically become a single mother isn't a fair assessment of that relationship. So, a healthy relationship is built by the people in that relationship and not by the color of their skin. Anyway, what do you think about these comments? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video interesting, please give it a like. Thank you so much for watching, and let's catch up in the next one.